Moin moin and hello, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We left off finishing plowing this field, I think it was. And I just looked up in the job market. It's a little droughty, not completely. We have mowing jobs that we could do. I would like to do the hoeing jobs first that are available. I will leave the cultivating jobs to our worker. I'm gonna accept the hoeing job, and down here was a weeding job. Yep, there we go. And then we will go back to the farm, re-equip our tractor, which shouldn't be too far away. Tethering grass, zone picking, wood transportation. Yeah, that's we kinda occupied the trailer. I need to get that trailer first unloaded before we do that. So yeah, maybe I need to unload the trailer again if we wanna do the wood transportation. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to the farm and then we will get this tractor equipped to do some hoeing jobs after I figure out how to get out of here, because I'm a little lost. Okay, I figured it out. Alright, I'm gonna get back to the farm first. Oh, we arrived at the farm. Welcome home, everybody. Let's get the hoe attached. And then we will do these 3 hoeing jobs real quick, and we'll send the worker to the next cultivating job when they're done. We got one more flower pack out there. How full is the trailer? Oh, there's a worker here. Can we hear it? Wait, let me... Oh yeah, we can hear him. Cool. Okay, let's get the hoe attached. Honking to them. And then we will drive to... We need to go a bit further. Do we have field 20 on the list? We have field 20 and... 15 is for them, so we need to send them to the neighbor after. So we're gonna do field 20. Probably best is to go up here and then take a right up on the road. A little bit back heavy, almost a little bit too heavy and a bit wonky. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going wonking left and right here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get there. I think something is wrong with the front axle. I need to see what's going on here. Okay, I'm gonna get to field 20. Okay, I got no idea what's going on. I need to go and check this out when I do some physics adjustments off camera, because the thing is clearly wrong with the front axle. This is not, not supposed to be like that. So yeah, let's start get hoeing. It should be fine when it's down. It's just when it's up, it's kind of doing the funky wonky thing as you saw. On the drive here, it was a little bit crazy. I don't know what happened there. Oh, oh. So I'm back. The game crashed before. I have a overclock profile, or had one, in my MSI Afterburner, and somehow it's still loading it. Also the tractor's kind of fixed, hopefully. It was doing the like waving left and right before. Now it kinda recovers, but it still does it a bit. So I need to still figure out a little bit. I put some adjustments on the physics. I hope they do the job for now. Need to see. Well, I'm gonna get finally to field 20, which I haven't even accepted the contract yet, so we're gonna do this fast. Our worker finished their stuff, so let's do the whole thing again here. Accept contract. Where is it? Hoeing, accept contract, and then the weeding contract. There we go. And then we will accept the money from our worker, which is 3,000, and then we will send them to field number 15, which is our neighboring field, so it should be easy to find for them. Create job, field work, yep. And then they can start, yeah, like that. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna get to field 20 and start hoeing. So, we have arrived. Field 20. Let's unfold the hoe and do the whole thing again, and hopefully don't crash this time. Yeah, I think I still need to... a little bit more stiffening on the back needs to happen, on the back suspension. I think a little bit more spring. If you ever look into an XML of a vehicle, which... if you haven't, it's very interesting, because you can learn a lot about how this works. There's a setting called spring in the wheel section. It's pretty much on the top of the XML file, and you need to adjust that to how, when you put a weight on a tractor, right? You can see it lowers the tractor sometimes a bit. And depending on how the spring value is adjusted, it will lower the tractor a little less or more, right? Higher spring value means it has more resistance, so it can't squish together the tractor so much or lower it so much. Lower spring value will obviously let it go much lower. And I adjusted a bit the spring value, dampeners, suspension travel on the back axle and on the front one, just to get a little bit more stiffness to it, so it has a bit more resistance. And when it starts doing the left and right thing, which it did before, it will recover it much easier. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna get this done here, and then we will move on to field 39 or 58, we'll see which is closer. So, first contract finished of the day, or of the episode, I should say. Let's accept our money and then see if more pops up in between. 1,200, not much, but you know, it's something. We have also a fertilizing contract and another cultivating contract popped up. We're gonna accept that. Any harvesting? I'm still looking for more harvesting contract. I saw some fields are ready. Sowing contracts. We should check this out. Alfalfa. Can we do this with a planter? If not, I will need to buy a seeder, because I'm not doing this gigantic field with a tiny seeder. Let's accept that and look if we can do this with a planter real quick. No. Okay. We need a bigger seeder. I have money. We're not going to buy the neighbor's field right now. Could buy one of those. Yeah, that's the problem. They're expensive. Like, really expensive. I would like this unit here because of the just of the working with is very comfy, but 182,000. Even this is good. That's a good old faithful. 90,000 for this, 6 meters. For the Kuhn. Yeah, the Kuhn, and then you need the front attachment to it, no? Even though you can buy this a little later. Yeah, this would be even better. You get, I think it also cultivates, I'm not sure. Well, yeah. Let's get to finish the hoeing jobs first, and then we will take a look at that. At one of the seeders, I think, that we... because I think ours is a little small for such jobs especially. And I would like to do more seeding jobs in the future, so yeah. First to field 39, I think, is it what we need to go to? Is it? Yeah, hoeing job. Field 39. Alright, see you there. So, arrived at field 39. Let's unfold the hoe. A little bit of a wobble still when driving. I need to stiffen up the rear axle, I think. I think it's the rear axle that is too soft and starts like... It's like on a boat, right? You start doing this and then it starts going more and more and more and more and more, and it... Yeah, when you try to counter straight, gets worse. So yeah, we need to definitely stiffen up the back axle. So we have a sowing contract for alfalfa. Worst case, I have to do it with a small one. Mustard and wheat also. So we're gonna accept all of these because they are not too complicated to do. I'd like a bigger seeder. Need to maybe go into ModHub and have a look there. Maybe something new popped up that is relatively okay in price. You know, it doesn't cost 200,000 euro. Because yeah, it's a little much, that the 180,000 euro seeder for us. Even though it will make our job easier in the future, you know, because we're gonna get, the field's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually we're gonna own such a field here. And yeah, planting such a field, oops, sorry, Mr. Neighbor, planting such a field here is gonna be a pain in the neck. I mean, look at this, with a 4-meter seeder. I think our seeder at the moment is 4 meters, so, you know, yeah. Well, I'm gonna get this hoeing job done, and then we'll move on to field number... Was it 58, up in the very corner of the map? Yeah, there we go, we finished. The worker finished, we finished. The hoeing contract next to our home. So when we're on the way back to attach the different implement, we can already do that. 42 was the cultivating job for our worker. So we're gonna send them here. And we are going to field 58 to do the last, to do the weeding job. Hopefully we can do it. If we can, perfect. If not, we'll figure something out. And then we'll do the hoeing job at home, and then we start with the sewing job. So we do the small ones first, you know, and we use our seeder. But I would like to not maybe get a new seeder. It would be my preferred method of madness. But yeah, we need to have a look. Like I said, when there's sewing jobs coming up, I would like to do them, and I would like to do more of them. And we are able to do now both, then planting and seeding. So yeah, that would be amazing. So yeah, let's get to field 58. So we're at field 58. It seems to be empty. So we will be able to do the contract 110% and get our money's worth. Let's give it a second. Still unfolding. A bit fast over here. Yeah, we need a different seeder. This one is nice, right? Especially for the price, 4.6 meters. I'd like something bigger. Best would be this, 8 meters. 18 kilometers. That's quite quick for seeding. I would adjust this with the working config because 18 kilometers is really fast for seeder. These go 20? You seed like this in real life so quick? This seems really fast. Well, I'm gonna get the hoeing job done, then probably check out the mod hub if I find a different seeder there, and then we will make a decision which one to buy, because we have the money. I was supposed to buy a new field. Neighbor decided to plant cotton in it, and I want to have that field because we can expand onto that one really nicely. But yeah, I mean, we make pretty decent money relatively fast, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm gonna get the job done, and then we will see which seeder we'll buy. So, done with the hoeing here. I'm gonna make my way to field 16, and from there on we are going to, and after that we are going to go to the mod hub, or I'm going to go to the mod hub. Now bring you back once I found a suitable seeder for our for our needs. I want about a 6 meter seeder, maybe wider if possible. And about 100k. If it's 100k, that's okay. Yeah. Oh, a bit too fast. Yeah, the front axle is very loose. Even though I tightened everything already, almost like to the standard values, it still feels very loose. Well, I'm diverting off what I wanted to say. So yeah, need a seeder about 100k, 6 meters, maybe more if possible. We have to see on the mod hub if anything is there. If not, I will buy the one that is in the store, but I don't have the money for that. It's 180,000. Would need to send a broker and then buy it and do the jobs now with a small one. Well, gonna get to field 16 and then we will decide what to do after that. So arrived at field 16. Let's unfold our hoe, and then we will start doing the work here. I might need to go a little bit forward. Scared I was stuck on that tree there. Am I stucking on the tree? Just about. Let's go a bit backwards. So we get that corner in. And then we start hoeing field 16, which should be relatively quick. Now we'll move on to buying a seeder. We have a planter. I wish there were planting jobs, but they are not up yet, I think. Maybe they will pop some here and there. Need to keep a lookout. What happened? Did I lift the hoe? I might have lifted the hoe by accident. Because I was I was flying. Yeah, let's go back again. Okay, I'm gonna get this done and then I'll bring you back once I'm also back from the mod hub. Well, I'm back from the mod hub. It's a bit scarce in terms of seeders. At least, yeah, relatively okay choices to make. I found this one here, which costs 168,000. It does 12 meters, but it's 168,000. It doesn't fertilize, so you have to buy, you have to do fertilization afterwards. I mean, if we're at that price, we could almost buy this. This has a fertilizing unit. Then we also have the Horsch, right? The Horsch Pronto, which costs 127,000. That's fertilizing. Does 20 kilometers an hour and has 6 meters. God, Jesus, has 6 meters of width. We have the Kuhn, costs 125,000. Same as the Horsch, just 3 kilometers slow. We can adjust this if we really want to go this fast. And then we also have the Bettner. I also looked at the Kuhn up here. The 6 meter one, sadly, cannot fertilize. So not useful to us. It's a all-in-one unit, right? Like not all-in-one, like with the front attacher. It can have fertilizer in here, but I do not think you can seed and fertilize at the same time, because it doesn't say it on the machine itself, because on what we have, it doesn't say it either though. So I'm confused. Can you now fertilize or not? I know you need to buy a fertilization unit, a distribution unit. See here. Yeah, okay, I'm confused. I don't know if this works now or not. Well, you know, nevertheless, we need to buy one of those. I thought to buy the Kuhn needs 300 horsepower, so I think we just about have that with our tractor. Let's have a look real quick. Is it a large tractor? No, it's a medium. 260, and this one has 296. Oh man, that needs repairing urgently. So yeah, they're both maybe not enough, to be honest, for the Kuhn. So yeah, I would say we get the Bettner, 240, both of them can pull it. It's 6 meters. I don't think it's that bad. We'll be fine on our fields also. And we can expand the size of it. I don't think we will need that. I'm gonna take the tire rollers. I mean, I can not take them. Okay, just let's say not put an equipment design there. Do you need them? I don't know if you need them. Not sure. Well, I'm gonna figure all of this out, and then we will go and do sewing. So I'm paying about 6K extra. I don't know what the row control does. Is this new? Not sure what does that. No, that does. I'm not buying this. Actually, we pay a little bit more than 6K. Yeah, we're gonna pay. It's 130K. Holy moly! But yeah, we have a 6 meter cedar. Then I think that's fine. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. And we can get rid of our old cedar. Let's get our tractor started. And then we will get our old cedar sold. We'll empty it, leave what is in it here. And then get that sold, and we get a little bit of money back, and we can buy some seeds and some fertilizer at the shop. I'm gonna only put seeds for now in the new one, because we do the sowing jobs and I don't need to fertilize their field. You know, they just want it to be sowed. So we're gonna do it that way. Alright, I'm gonna get all of this done, and then I'll pick you up once we are on the move, or about to get on the move with our new cedar. So, arrived at the shop. We also have our roller, which we need to bring home at some point. So let's park this here for a second, turn that off, and then we will repair. I don't know if I have money to repaint it, actually. I don't think I have money to repaint it. So we're just gonna sell it as is. 40,000. We get a lot of money for this. You kidding me? This 40K? It's that expensive? I mean, it's not that much use, so I'm gonna repair our tractor while we look at it. That's crazy. Was it that expensive? I'm confused now. It was 49,000. Wow. That's a lot of money. I thought it's like, we get like 10K. I forgot how much money the thing was. So yeah, let's get some seeds, some fertilizer. So just some seeds. I don't want fertilizer. Yeah, we don't want to get fertilizer. We're gonna get a 2-pack of seed, because it fits about 2,000 liters of seeds in it. And then we will get to our biggest sowing job yet ever in the series, I think. We've never done that much of sowing in this series. Or, did we ever do a sewing job in the series? I think we did, but it's a very long time ago. So yeah, let's get near the seat so we can fill it. No? Does it need to be unfold? Is it one of those cases? It might be. Might be. I think I'm gonna touch the Rolo there. Nope, 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 no, no, no. Okay, we're gonna park next to them here. And already damaged. Already damaged. There you go. Already damaging our new things. The seat bags, the cedar. It's going. It's going great. It's going great. It's going great. I don't think we have to open it first. I think it was a case of having to unfold it because we couldn't fill it otherwise. Technically, yeah. I mean, makes sense, right? And you get on top there. Yeah. Now I can fill it. There we go. So, filled. Is the cover going to close? Yeah, cover closes. Let's hold it back together and then we'll go to field 47. Good old field 47. We have done this many times already. I think a couple of times during some of the episodes. What do they want us to plant? We will see when we're there. So, arrived at field 47. They had it plowed. They didn't even cultivate it. They're like me. They don't even cultivate the field. They just sow on top of it, which is fine. Works out, right? At least in the game. Let's accept all these contracts first. Holy crap. I forgot how much contracts we done. Another 1,100, another 2,100, another 3,800. There we go. The grind is real. And they wanted alfalfa. So let's switch this to alfalfa. Please be able to do alfalfa. It would be horrible if it wasn't. It's gonna be a lot of lights. Wow. Okay, yeah. We're gonna do 3 headlands. And yes, I'm gonna do the headlands first. I know you're supposed to do the... Not the headland first, but... We are going to do the headland first. It's gonna take quite some time. Now you know why I wanted a bit bigger one. I wish even bigger than this, but you saw the prices. You know, maybe I should have sold the old one first, you know, and then get a new seat, and we would have enough money for one of the more expensive ones. But that's fine. We're here now. We made our decision. Later down the road, we can always send out the agent if we feel like it and get a new one. You know, a different cedar if we feel like it at some point. So, yeah. Time to get the job done. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough ride. That is gonna be a very rough ride. The tractor is not happy about this. Yeah, no, not at all. First person is probably out of the out of the question for this one. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. Well, there we go. Our new cedar being used in a job. So yeah, we're already getting 17. So we paid 40,000. We got 40,000 back for our old one. Let's do some math real quick. We got 40,000 back for our old one. So we paid 130, I think, for this. So 100. We're down 40, 90. Plus this job is another 17. So yeah, it's almost halfway to being paid off already. So yeah, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. It's not like we are suffering of no money. The job is just gonna take a while. Was it smart to do this now? Probably not. I probably should have kept the money and sent a worker to do the job here with the small cedar. But you know, we gotta do some stuff in between. You know, sometimes a bit of a stupid stuff too. So yeah, I might need to switch tractor though. We might need a bit more powerful one. Yeah, wait, let me get the other tractor here. We definitely need a bit more power here. Let's fold this together. We're not too far from field 47, I think. Yeah, we're actually not too far. Okay, I'm gonna get to field 47 with this and then send a worker. I need to repair the tractor actually, I just see. Yeah, I need to repair the tractor and get some gas in it also. So yeah, I'm gonna do it this quick and then we will continue to seed on field 47. Okay, just 5,100 to repair it, so has to be done. Okay, field 47. Oh, yeah, here we are. Just real quick, detaching, switching around. We just need a bit more horsepower on just being done faster, you know, because it's a big field and I don't want to struggle up the hill with 10 kilometers an hour. Then we want to get our job done. So we're going to attach this and then we... Oh, didn't meant to do that. And then we are going to drive down the street and send the worker home with this tractor. So let's get this done real quick. So worker number 1 on the way. And I'm going to get into work mode myself. Let's turn on the seeder, put it down. And then... there we go. Oh, even that one is a little bit struggly up the hill. I guess it's because it's plowed ground, right? It's a bit harder to get through. What is worker number C doing over there? We are watching on the map together, so spying on them, you know. I haven't driven the tractor in a while. Nice to be back in it. Our first... No, not our first big tractor, actually. No, it is our first large tractor. The New Holland was, I think, a T6, so it was a smaller one. Or was it a T7? I don't remember exactly. It's been a while. We hit 60 episodes, by the way. This is episode 60. Absolutely insane. I've never been this consistent on YouTube. I mean, I think you can ask anybody. I have a lot of videos uploaded on YouTube, but they're always been very inconsistent. Maybe during the War Thunder time I was relatively consistent, but yeah, that was is crazy. So yeah, cheers to you. Thanks for being here. If you're still here, you know. I have BF Killer, dude, you're a freaking machine. Here since over 10 years on the channel, and you still leave comments and likes and watch the videos in between. Absolutely crazy to think how long this channel is alive. So or not alive, but you know, like been around. So yeah, well, this is gonna take a while. I am not gonna do everything in this episode, I think, because it's just impossible. You've seen how much all of this is. It's a long seating job, but it's gonna be worth it. We get a lot of money. Is the time and effort that compare time and money not worth it? I say it's not worth it, but doing something new, something different, absolutely worth it, especially for the series. You know, we move on a bit. We got a new seeder. Cost us a lot of money, but at the same time, also I think is the. Can we stop for a second? Wait. You're seeing this, right? That's what I'm paying people for. I'm just throwing this out there, you know. I'm paying people for this, you know. I'm just putting this out there, okay? No hate, no nothing. Just saying, you know. Hey, yeah, maybe don't drive in a circle when you get a job, you know. Let's hope they drive now. If you wonder why I'm not sending them directly to the farm, it's just because they are getting stuck in the city otherwise. So yeah, let's hope they drive now. Okay, they're driving. All right, now it's working. Let's get in onto our tractor and continue the job as far as we can get it done. So, we are going to finish this in the next episode. I'm very happy with the purchase though. I'm pretty excited about it actually, because if you think about it, 20 kilometers, 6 meters, we had before, 4.6 meters and 12 kilometers. That's huge. 8 kilometers faster, even if it would be the same length, is absolutely insanity because it makes the work so much easier. So yeah, that's about it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes like this one. I'm thinking on the 20th of May, Roadcraft coming out. We can take a look, right? And then maybe if Roadcraft ain't it for us, maybe some SnowRunner. Truck Simulator? Anybody? More Farming Simulator? You know, there's many things to be played. So yeah, again, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. And take care of yourself, please. Be nice. Yeah, I'm having a blackout, so I'm gonna say bye. Bye.